Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hey guys, I want to make this quick video to clarify a few things because I had a couple people that were um, confused about my community post today. So I figured if I said it out loud, it would make more sense. Okay, so um, my parents aren't in the same financial situation I'm in. Okay, my parents both worked uh, and retired from their respective jobs. Both had very good jobs, both have multiple degrees, and yeah. So, um, financial hardships is not the problem. The problem is my mother, for those who have been around for a long time, you know that I've always complained about there's not a lot of space because my mom always buys stuff. Now, some people have transposed that and said that Uni buys stuff all the time, that I'm buying stuff all the time. I've got a shopping habit, blah, 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 blah. No, my mother's the one that buys stuff constantly. She's buying all these clothes, shoes, and all this stuff, right? Somebody even mentioned, oh, I've never seen you do the same thing twice. Not my fault. You know what I mean? It's not me. So we've got a lot of stuff in the house. And I've been asking my mom, like, hey, we don't have an army. Um, so my dad has to have certain accommodations if he's going to come home. This is tentatively, right? And my mom has known some things for a while. She hasn't told me, and now they're being sprung on me. And I can't tell you all the stressful things that I've found out, but it's very stressful. And I'm laughing, but I'm crying inside. Um, and I have to execute them, go to school, um, you know, um, go to my doctor's appointments and take care of my dog, see my parent. You know what I mean? There's a lot. Um, I have had to hire a handyman, the same one that did our kitchen. For those who were around when we did the kitchen remodel, we had a wine rack built with a coffee bar, and he did the backsplash around the kitchen as well, and he painted the whole house. So if you were here for that, the same guy that did that. um, he's going to. So what the bathrooms, we're getting them all done. All the bathrooms, even mine. Because it's funny, in another community, I don't know what I was doing in the bathroom, but they said they saw like my tub. You know, I used to show you guys like my bath bombs and stuff like that. They said, oh my God, I saw poop on our floor. No, that was probably mold at the time, and I had to use something on it and, get the mold away and then caulk it. This house was built in 1993. You know, when you get out of the bathtub and the water, maybe touches the base, base of the tub, and or water gets on the floor. You know what I mean? That's what happened. So, and that was like a little spot. Um, but before I had my surgery on my what are they called, hernia surgery, I caulked my whole tub, and it's held up really well, really really well. I It's actually, I've only had to do it once, and it looks really really good. I did a really good job. I can't believe it. I used a leveler and everything. So anyway, I had to hire him to do. He's not doing a full remodel. What he's doing is he's replacing the tile, knocking out that wall because there's a retaining wall back there, and that's where the mold is. There's a lot. It's what happens when you turn on the shower. It spills out. So he's got to knock that wall out. I went to Home Depot, picked out some um, glazed ceramic tile, which is really pretty and economical at the same time. Because there's some of it was like, it was 19 square feet, 90 square feet, and some of it was like $10 a square foot. I was like, oh, no, no, no. I went down the clearance aisle because you know me, I love a good sale. I love getting stuff for free, right? Remember my couponing? I'm still doing it to this day. I just bought my dad a commode on Walmart because I do surveys and I do other things and I get gift cards, right? That's how I get by sometimes. Um, like if I need food or my feminine, like when I needed feminine hygiene stuff or things like that, I would do my surveys and reviews and things like that, and I get rewarded for those things. Anyway, I had uh, a couple of those, and so what I did was he needs a bedside commode, so just in case he can't make it to the bathroom, which is not very far, but he's just you know he could the furthest he's walked so far is 180 feet, if that gives you a perspective, with a walker and somebody behind him. He'd be behind him. So um I got him a commode with those cards. Only had to come out of pocket 982, I believe, and the commode was $65. See, how good did I do? Then uh sorry, I have ADHD. I'm not medicated. I refuse to take um, the medication because I didn't want to get addicted to it. Y'all know me. I don't want to get addicted to anything. I took it for a while, and then my mind started wondering. I was like, am I dependent on this to like study and maintain my focus? So I just thought, when I see myself getting sidetracked, I'll just recenter myself and go again. And that's what I do now. I recenter and I go. I'm just squirrely. That's it. That is what it is. That's just my personality, I guess. That's how I'm categorizing it. Um, I just don't want to be on Adderall. It's just me. I tried something called Vyvanse and I didn't like it at all. The Adderall worked better, but I don't want to be on the. As soon as I got, had my hysterectomy, I quit. The reason why you guys didn't see me for a while is I got off. I was on gabapentin. This video is all over the place. I'm so sorry. I got off gabapentin, which I was on for a long time, and it about killed me. But I did it cold turkey, which I shouldn't have done. I actually read about it afterwards. I could have had seizures. Yeah, I'm a dummy. I should have titrated down and talked to my doctor. All that stuff. God was watching me, because I didn't. I had sweats. I was shaking. All that stuff. All of it. I'm off of it. Off of gabapentin. Um, I actually sleep now. So now all I take um, is my Topamax, a probiotic, multivitamin. Let me see, what else do I take? Oh, something for my IBS-C, which I mean, you guys know I have that. Um, well, I cannot say that word. Omeprazole. Omep. I. Omeprazole. Ha ha! I said it right. Yes. Omeprazole. Um, and I think I named everything. Yeah, but yeah, that's all I take now because I don't want to have pills. I used to take all these depression pills too. I can't do it. That's just I can't. If I need something, if I'm having a panic attack, I have medication for that. I have medication for that. I just don't want to be on something all the damn time. I still go to my psychologist. I just don't want to be on something 24/7. I feel like it alters me. I want to be myself. Anyway, enough of that. Back to the subject. So we're getting the WASB knocked out. I got the ceramic tile. We're keeping the bathtub that's in there now because we don't want a plastic one. I like the solid bathtub we have. So he's gonna keep that. Um, So I said the wall. He's going to replace the floor because the floor needs to be uh, taken off because of the mold in that one spot. So we're just going to do the whole floor over. And then eventually he's going to do the new faucet. We're going to get new sinks and vanity and all that stuff. But right now we just need the bathroom to be done so they can take showers, you know, so he can take a bath in the bathroom. And I got a handheld shower, um, bathtub mat, you know, the grip strips, handlebars. He's gonna install those for me. Um, Went to this place that specializes in making ramps. I got an aluminum, um, foldable, you know, one that collapses ramp. So that's why I have to clean out the garage because um, that's how he's gonna get in the house. Because the front of the house, you have this stair thing. Well, I need to get stairs made too for the front. Anyway, there's the ramp. It's gonna be in the garage, so that's why. And he has a wheelchair. And let me explain this. This is what the person was asking. Um, they want him to have a wheelchair to get in the house because he can't walk that far. So that's why I need I was kind of upset because I need to clean out the garage because of the mess. I've already cleaned the living room in preparation for the hospital bed. I've got seating area, you know, I've got it rearranged so he could sit there. Tomorrow I'm gonna put up the TV. I've got a flat screen TV that I already had. It was a Christmas present I got for them to put in the living room because I didn't know if they wanted to watch TV in the living room. He said the reason why I didn't put it up because he was like, "No, we don't want to watch TV." I said, "Well, maybe they will one day, and I'll put it up." This is that day because he's going to be in there, so you want a TV when you're, you know, in the bed. So, and he's not going to be in the bed all the time because he's going to be at physical therapy from 5 to 6 hours a day. That's already set up. Tomorrow I go and meet with them at the hospital. I'll be there for 3 hours and they're going to be talking to me about the transitioning plan. I've already had the, you know, training on the washing. Tomorrow we're going to talk about a plethora of things. And then we're going to talk about the physical therapy, speech therapy, and occupational therapy that he'll be getting uh, when he's at home. I'll be most likely taking him because it's going to be in the morning time. My mom's not a morning person, plus she has AFib, so she needs to get her rest. Uh, Most likely I'll drop him off there, drive home, study. When it's time to pick him up, I'll have my alarm set. Of course, I'll be there before he gets out, and then pick him up, bring him home every day. Um, and we'll just adapt. Um, right now, and I have a dumpster here. I had a, you know, those one of those dumpsters you put in your driveway, 14 foot. The problem is I don't have people to help me do anything. You know, my family's not here, and the my family's mostly older people right now. You know, so if I don't know. It's not like I'm living in California where all the YouTubers I can't like host a YouTube party and have people come over and help me. You know what I mean? Not that I would anyway, because it's kind of invasive, but it's just it's hard, especially with my ankles. But I've been putting weight on my ankles and um, gritting and bearing it, and actually they're feeling a little bit better. I think it's like um, it's kind of like I think maybe they're just healing, but the the I don't know where your foot bends. Like if you flex your foot up, um, like on the front of your foot, like right there, the bend, that's where it hurts really bad. It hurts really, really bad still on both of my feet, but mostly my left foot, and that's where it went underneath my leg. I can't, I don't have time to go to the doctor right now. And I don't want to be on any pain medicine. So it's just going to have to be like this. Um, I just don't have the time. Let's see what else. I want to get him some balloons for when he comes home. I'm going to, make it a little jazzy in here and stuff like that because I'm excited and I want to get him, you know, just a few things to make him feel special. Um, there's something else I wanted. Oh, tomorrow I'm gonna go take. I have a whole bunch of the first uh, round of clothes that I'm taking to this place that gives them to homeless people and people in need, people that have been battered, um, and so donate those. I have 10 bags so far, so that's gonna it helped a lot of room. I put together finally put together the shoe rack that I had to put over there where that leaning tower of Pisa was when you guys see me when I'm live. So I've got a shoe rack. So those shoe boxes that have been like sitting on the side of my desk that I couldn't move. Oh my god, my room was a mess. It was a mess, but it's taking shape now. It's taking shape now. I'm doing some things, you guys. I'm getting things accomplished. I feel so good about that. Um, like if anything, this is this a positive thing, right? A few positive things I could take from this is I we have proven as a family unit that we are. Um, well, no, first of all, God is good. God has shown us that He does, in fact, if we knew it before, but He works miracles, and we have seen it happen. It might not be the recovery we wanted, but it's the recovery He gave us, and we were thankful for that. Okay. Amen. Now, I've proven to myself that I always knew I was good under pressure because that's why I wanted to be a manager because I've always been so good under pressure. That's when I do my best work. But I got like my A's in this situation, I I'm fucking impressed with myself and I'm never impressed with myself ever. And you guys know how hard I am on myself. And I am actually impressed with myself for once. Wow, I know I can do it. So, and I got a small scholarship. I had used all my um, financial aid, so everything's being paid out of pocket. I got a small scholarship, so that's gonna help the summer semester. The summer semester is a lot more expensive than the spring and the fall one semester. That's fall one is my last semester tentatively. If I pass this math class in the summer, y'all gonna have to pray for me. I'm gonna have to hire a tutor this summer. I don't know how much it's gonna cost, but I'm gonna have to hire a tutor. So I'm gonna have to find a way to pay for that because I know I'm gonna need help. And the tutors from the college, I did not we did not mesh. We were not like peanut butter and jelly. Okay, we were like vinegar and oil. We repelled. When they were talking, I was like, eh. And no matter who I went to, their style of teaching for me was not right. And they're not really they're just students. So I need to go to an actual tutor that is like a person that's like their profession is to teach people with different learning styles. And I'm already squirrely. So yeah, there's that too. And I've never been bad in math. I'm just out of practice. Plus, I don't like math, so that makes it. I have this wall up, and I need to really, really work on it by the summer, so I can be more open to um, receiving the information because I just don't want to do it. I think it's so stupid because I've already taken the requirement. They just don't want to let me transfer the credit from my, you know, community college credit. And that I'm just mad. I'm just mad. Anyway, so I've done enough babbling. I've been babbling for 20 minutes now. Yeah, and counting. I hope you guys are all well. Um, Thank you for all the prayers that you guys have continually given, for all the positivity, all the advice, all the jokes, not on this situation, but that I've seen on other posts. Just all the friendliness has really propelled me along. I wanted to clarify this because I didn't want my friend that made the comment to think I was an asshole or an idiot, because that person really means a lot to me. And I also didn't know if anybody else was thinking the same thing. I My parents don't qualify for financial help. My dad, this is another point I need to make. My dad is a very proud person. He's not going to want somebody else to come in and wash him. My mother would not allow that anyway. She's going to be doing that. Um, should she, for some odd reason, not be able to do it, I would have to pray to Jesus, cry, and then do it myself. I would not let a stranger bathe my father. That he would feel violated. He doesn't like that. He's had it in the hospital. He's been very upset. I think that's why at first he was losing weight. Like, he does not like that. He does not like that. He's very upset. And it's he. You have to, you guys know, for a man, it's humiliating for someone to do certain things. You guys know what I mean. For you, it's humiliating. So this is going to be good for him to get back home and have some privacy. Um, Even though he's going to be in the living room, there's going to be boundaries. You know what I mean? I'll be in my room. When my mom's taking care of him, I won't be down. Trust me. I ain't going to be down there, hunty. I'll be far, far away. Unless she needs me. I'll be in earshot, though. I can hear her really well. So, baby. But yeah, it's just, and I know there's resources. The resources I need, I don't think they're available. I need people to come help me get shit out of here. I need people to I need to hire somebody to mow the lawn. I know that. I just need, what I really needed this whole time was emotional support. Somebody just called me and asked me if I was okay. That didn't happen, but a few times. And uh, it really does help when somebody just says, hi, how you doing? Or just starts a conversation with you about nothing, and you get to check out for a few minutes, before you say, oh, I gotta go, There's been a couple people on here, and I'm not going to mention them because I don't want any hate to go towards them, but they know who they are. And I really appreciate you. You are amazing. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you for making that phone call, because I find it to be so impersonal when a person texts you in a time like this. But a phone call, man, that feels just like a hug at the right times. It feels just like a person has reached out to hug you because they thought enough of you to pick up the freaking phone and say, Ananka, are you okay? How are you doing? Let me tell you about my day. Sometimes I don't want to talk about it. I want to hear about what you did today. What's going on with you? How are you doing? I don't even want to talk about me. Can we just laugh for 5 minutes? And sometimes I'm such a, I self-isolate. When something's wrong, I isolate. If I'm upset, if I'm really hurt, I isolate. So it's been hard to reach out to people. And there's, like, it was the other day, I had wanted to talk to Shannon. This whole time I had texted her when it happened, and I didn't get a text back. And I had gone to her chat a few weeks ago, and I was blocked. Again, I keep on getting blocked in her chat. and I don't understand it. I don't know what I did, but anyway, I saw her in Steve's chat, Steve Billings, and she asked me how I was doing, and I cried. She used to be my YouTube mom, and it just felt like another hug. I know that she and Tammy aren't getting along, but Tammy has really turned it around with me, and I appreciate her. She's been very kind. Um, I don't do the whole, I don't like you don't like my friend, so I can't be friends with you, the kind of thing anymore. I used to do that. I don't do that anymore. I'm a grown woman. If you don't like somebody that I like, that's fine. You don't have to like them. If I don't like somebody you like, that's fine. You don't have to like them. I understand the reasons for it because they have a long ongoing beef. There's some stuff I don't like, but it's not my business. It's not. I have to like I can't put myself in everybody else's thing anymore. I can't. I need to mind my business on a lot of stuff, even this Britney thing. But godly, I have stuff to say about that, and because it's so blatant and horrible. And I think the reason is because people have said, "Oh, I'm a scammer," and I'm like, "What the? How have I scammed when I am borrowing and I give the money back? It's not like I'm just taking it from people." But these people on here expect their subscribers to give them stuff hand over fist. And I'm over here going through hell with empty vapes. The people that have subscribed to me don't even watch me anymore. I have dead subs. And then the people who do watch me, even though I put the link out there, nobody hits my Cash App. Just so you guys know. Nobody. I rarely. The last time I got a Cash App was when Sinner, God bless him, was kind. I don't know what possessed him to do this. Maybe he's just a nice person, but he put my Cash App in his chat and asked people to super chat me. I got 2 super chats, and he had like over 300 people in his chat. That should tell you something. People don't like me. They don't. They either I don't know if people have this illusion that I'm rich or something, or I'm lying about what I'm saying. My parents have money. I don't want to ask them for anything. They're going through enough. I'm not going to steal from them either. That's not me. I will embarrass myself and ask some and borrow some money from somebody and get cussed out on here, exposed on here before I inconvenience my parents. That's how much I love them. If you knew how much it hurt me and how much pride I actually have and how low I feel, I was the person that people always borrowed from until I got sick. But anyway, that's a whole different video. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to shut the fuck up now. Good night.